don't earn anything. You at times get money. Some of you get money from their ex. I know some women who are doing divorce and they are in league with their ex. And they all their complaints, they lay it before their ex. Come me. And uja meno. But whatever my brother power, they say then the ex will say mumu. And at times we have situations where ex sponsor the divorce. They do a sponsor. You see that there's a divorce, but the ex is the one paying the lawyer's fee. I have several cases like that.
But legally, that's not a crime, no?
It's not a crime, but it is more wrong. It's more like you are fueling, you are encouraging the parties to break up. Because once I have a problem with people who, after a breakup in relationship, they keep on having contact with their ex. I don't know what is wrong.
Sometimes exes become good friends.
How come? How can your ex become a good friend? No, there's no ex who is a good friend. The exes are there to exploit. You know, every ex calls you. There are two things that will come out from you. After you have made your complaint and then you have made your demand, they start telling you things in the past. You see now, what form? We say, we try a form. We say, I'm show. Those are they always come out with foolish things, and then they end up doing oral sex with their you. You know, they call you and then they tell you things that you don't want your husband to hear. So to me, this issue of ex, you have expired. So never entertain your ex. Me like this, my ex, I don't even want to see you. When you are here, I'll pass here. Your funeral, I'll not go. Once you are my ex, always ex. You are expired. I don't want to hear of you. I don't want to see you. I don't want to have anything to do with you. I will not attend your father's funeral. Why should I go? No. My ex-father is dead. Then I should go to the funeral. To do what? When you get there, you know, you send a signal to the people around out there that you were the former boss. And then, you know, I have an issue currently. It nearly caused a divorce. You know, I dated this girl and some years ago.
Okay.
And then this girl saw me in the media, you know, like I was sitting there. And he was sitting there. And then he said, wow, lawyer, he never changes. Then the husband asked, oh, you know, so my former. Since then, anytime the man realize that I'm doing program, then you come and switch up the light. Oh, show him prano. You know, that kind of stuff. There are so many who are very jealous. There are so many who are very, very jealous. So it is better to keep your ex somewhere and make sure that you enjoy peaceful relationship and process your new relationship in such a way that nobody comes to interfere.
Okay, let your exes remain exes. Let them be in the past.
If possible, pray that God will even take them early to their grave so that you have peace of mind. Because once your ex is around, you are in trouble. Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's come back to the matter of child maintenance. And so if it's decided father is paying so after all assets have been declared and income has been declared, what if the father falters on paying the maintenance of their children? What happens?
What I hate is really responsible fathers. I can't tolerate them. Once you decide to bring this child to the world, please be responsible enough. I heard fathers who say that I'm not working, I don't have any means. Please do everything possible to maintain the children. Now, when the court makes an order that you should maintain these children, pay a amount of money every month, or give the woman this amount of money, and you fail to do there are two things. The person will file what we call entry of judgment. Okay. Entry of judgment in court. What? 8 days, if you fail to do so, they can come and sell your house, sell your car, sell your assets to recover the money.
But is it applicable here in Ghana?
Yes, it does. It's happening every day. But you see, people don't say it. You see, when you owe, your assets can be attached and sold. So the same way, when the court makes an order, it's a debt.
Okay.
So if you fail to pay, if you have a house, the house will be attached and sold, and then the woman takes the share. So please, women, start attaching assets of irresponsible husbands. If not, they'll give it to their slave queens. You know, because when you allow a woman too much space, they fool. So it's better now to go hard at the men. A man who is irresponsible, don't allow the man to sleep. Go all out, but in decency, and use the legal process to get redress.
Okay. So let's stay still on the issue of child maintenance. So a lady, after we shared our flyers yesterday across social media, sent a message and asked that not her husband, her baby daddy had not contributed a single cent to their child's maintenance and welfare, and this child was above 19. And so now the father wants to come back. The child is in university. The father wants to come and take responsibility, and her family is saying no. What would you advise in such a situation?
Oh, please, you can't say no, because you see, whether you like it or not, that girl child needs father love.
Okay.
Now, what you can do is that go back and start calculating the amount of money that you spend on this girl up to 19 years, and then go into negotiation. Sammy, you are irresponsible. I've spent so much to educate your children or take care of the children maintenance. Therefore, either meet me halfway.
Okay.
So if maybe it is 100,000 Ghana cedis, I take for that through negotiation and through appeal to both families.
Okay.
When they fail to do so, file a suit at the family tribunal and demand arrears of maintenance and care. Provide evidence, provide evidence as to how you took care of these children and how much debt. And then if the man wants to have responsibility, come back, he should pay before you allow the man to have access or anything to do with that child.
Okay, and on this same issue, we've seen in Ghana where fathers have been irresponsible, but then when the female children or their girl children are going to get married, they say that you have to go and call your father to be there, even though the man hasn't been part of this child's life. And that has been a bone of contention. People say, oh, it's not good, it's not the Christian way to go, it's not a good thing to do morally. What would you advise? Please,
you see, you claim a child through the bloodline. Once through paternity, it determined that that is your child. Nobody can take that away from you, not even the court. So there's a penalty you pay for. So you can't deny that father who decided not to take care of that girl child the right to.
He wants to walk down the aisle, his daughter down the aisle.
Yeah, he has the right to do so. He has the right to do, but responsible and understand these family issues and the values will be cautious, because like somebody have taken care of this child, you should be sensitive enough to balance the equation or have a jaw with that and let's have a common grounds.
Okay.
Let be peaceful, but don't go there and say that, look, if not, there are some family who before they decide to go to the law, they'll assault you.
Okay.
And then harm you.
Okay. Are there any legal in Ghana for spouses who are victims of domestic violence?
Oh, definitely. We have the physical violence.
Right.
Physical violence is the assault. And then what we call harm.
Yes.
Cause. Physical harm. So a wife, if your husband beats you physically, you can take him on legally through the legal process. Another problem is a psychological violence, where your husband is abusing you verbally, insulting you, and putting pressure on you, such that you have emotional trauma and distress, that one too is a violence against the woman.
Okay.
You can go to the court for redress. Then we have the violence we call economic violence, who is denying you your right to maintenance and to feed the children and to feed you. You can also, it's a violence against. Then we have the last one, sexual violence.
Okay.
And in a marriage setting, no man has the right to have sex with your wife without your wife consent. Because we have what we call marriage.
Right.
It is, if you want to have sex with your wife, seek her consent. And then also, you see, when it comes to consent, the law is very critical. Consent means that it should be genuine. Don't get the consent through fraud,
Okay.
through deceit. And at times, let me stand a proof of one. If you tell your wife that, oh, baby, I want to make love with you, the woman said, I'm sick, they said, well, I'll buy you iPhone. And then the woman allows you, and then after the sex, you don't provide for the wife. It is rape, marital rape. Without that promise, the woman will not have allowed. So make sure that you don't promise women by heart. So every man who the woman tells you, oh, will you come? Say yes, send me momo, send me money. And the man sends the money and you don't show up. You're a fraudster, you're a criminal. So all men should go after those ladies who have taken our money and failed to come. You see, it's a serious fraud and it can be taken on. It's a crime.
Okay, so what happens to you? What happens? What legal consequences are there if I tell you to send me money, I'll come and I don't come? What happens to me? What legal
Two things.
consequences
Report
are
to
there?
the police. Report to the police. It's a crime. It's a fraud. It's what we call defrauding by false pretense. You know you will not come. You know what I want to do. We've agreed that come. So Ryan Paul, I'll come. Send me Momo. I've sent 500 Ghana. And then you don't show up. One is deceit. It can take you on civil and go to the civil court and make claim that, my lord, I sent a money, but she deceived me. Therefore, recover that money with interest. And then the emotional pain that I've gone through, or the time that the person have wasted. You see, people don't know law. That's why people take you for granted. No. Two, if I send you Momo and you don't come, I'll come and arrest you like an armed robber and give it to the police. And the policemen too will be happy. Because some of these women have been doing it to the police service. The policemen, they've sent Momo several times and the women are not showing up. Today I'm educating a Ghanaian police person. Any Ghanaian who have sent Momo to any girl and there's evidence and the girl refused to show up, it's a fraudster, it's a romance fraudster. He has engaged in what we call defrauding by false pretense, and it's a crime, and you can go and arrest the person.
Okay.
Or you can decide to file a suit against the person and recover the money.
Okay, we are going to be opening the phone lines soon. The number is going to be scrolling on our screens now. There it is, 0543 664 264. Call us. Lawyer is here to answer any questions. So, lawyer, what happens to the...
But some of the promises are not what we call promises that should be taken seriously. You should look at promises whether the man had the intention to enter into a legal relationship with you. And we have something we call, you need to rap. Rapping is different from promising. Baby, you meet a lady today, say, baby. Say, yes, Charlie, you are marriage material. Come home. Then when the person comes home, do what we call invitation to treat. If you don't rap you, if you don't say things, if we don't get you excited,